Peatlands and the energy system. As we should all know by now, our current consumption of fossil fuels is a climate injustice. But did you know that peatlands are also part of this very same energy system? As National Geographic says, peatlands are the forgotten fossil fuel. Although not strictly fossilised, peat takes so long to form that it's non-renewable in human lifetimes. On average, peat forms 1 millimetre a year, meaning that 1 metre of peat will have taken 1,000 years to form. In fact, peat is actually a precursor to coal, also consisting of dead organic matter. And yet the clear connections between peatlands and the energy system often goes unsaid. So, let's say it. Here are 5 ways that peatlands directly interact with the global energy system of today. Number 1. The burning of peat for energy. Peatlands, just like coal, oil and gas, contain dense amounts of captured carbon. Just like other fossil fuels, when peatlands are burned, this carbon gets re-released into the atmosphere in the form of CO2. Today, there are still power stations running on peat in different places in the world. Number 2. Peatlands as sites for fossil fuel extraction. An example of this is Western Siberia, which contains some of the largest peatlands on Earth. It also contains some of the most mismanaged oil and gas infrastructure on the planet. The pollution from this infrastructure not only destroys the local water and air quality, but also intensifies the thawing of the peaty permafrost, adding to climate change. Number 3. Peatlands as sites for wind turbines. When a wind farm is constructed on top of a peatland, tremendous amounts of peat need to be removed for the large concrete stands. In Scotland, this is a big issue, with many local people protesting this development. Number 4. Peatlands are drained for biofuel. Did you know that palm oil, which creates biodiesel, is often planted on drained peatlands? The production of palm oil on peatlands means that the land subsides, so much so that whole Indonesian villages are now sinking. And now for a new development. Number 5. Peatlands are being mined to create lithium batteries. Some researchers in Estonia have found a solution of using carbon from peat to create lithium batteries. But mining peat for lithium and destroying peatlands in the process means that this cannot be called renewable energy. It's clear that no matter our source of energy, there are complex issues to be tackled. This is the case when we're talking about traditional fossil fuels, but it's also the case when we talk about renewables being built on peatlands. Underlying all of this is that we simply cannot change our sources of energy without addressing the capitalist framework of growth, extraction, and exploitation. We need to address inequalities and oppressions in society and deal with many of the root issues. For unless we deal with these, there will be no just transition.